Hey sisters, welcome back to my channel. You know, I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics. So if you haven't already, please go hit that subscribe button, sis. Tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel. And by the look to the title, you already know what we're gonna get into. So let's get right into the video. Okay. Hey girl, hey, I hope everybody had a great holiday break or some type of holiday spirit. I hope you're all set for the new year with a new vibe and a new mind. Okay, listen, don't get played out here no more, sis. You need to beat these men at their own game all the time, okay? Don't let me hear that you still out here getting played, getting fooled, and the whole nine, because it's unnecessary, all right? And we're gonna put an end to it right now. So stay tuned. Sometimes in relationships, things change drastically, okay? It doesn't matter how great of a connection you have, how great of a bond you have. At the end of the day, life itself allows changes to happen drastically within that bond. So at the end of the day, where you would have thought that everything was so great in the beginning of your relationship, things could have turned toxic or turned for the worse over time. And in retrospect, you have to be fully mentally prepared for anything that can take place in a relationship, because we never know what the future holds, right? So I'm here to explain to you why you should leave before you get left, sis. This is the thing about it. When you try to stay and force the relationship to work and force the happiness that was never there in the first place, or if the happiness was there, it was just the honeymoon phase. And all relationships go through this, where the beginning everything is nice, everything is cool and sweet, you know, you create a little bit of memories. But when things get real is when you get settled in with each other, you get used to each other, and you start to figure out each other's weaknesses and each other's strengths. And the thing about it is, you want to take your time during this phase, and a lot of us don't. A lot of us rush in, head over heels, thinking we found the one, and we're in for a rude awakening. So I really need you guys to take heed, okay? If you're in a situation right now that just seems so dull, it seems like you're the only one trying, it seems like the bond is completely destroyed, then it's time for you to consider to leave or not, all right, sis? And here's why. I cannot stress this enough. Men always know what they want from the minute that they meet you. Okay, sis? They know exactly what they want, what they're looking for, and what they're going to try to establish with you being in their lives. It's either they're going to make you a priority, or they're going to make you an option. And it falls along the lines of how you accommodate yourself. And so we need to learn how to set boundaries. We can't just dive into a situation with our head in the clouds and being naive. You have to know when to assess the situation, when to analyze the fact that, okay, newsflash, reality check, maybe this relationship is not what I expected it to be, and that's okay. But you have to know how to play your cards right. I cannot stress this enough in other videos and in this one. Learn how to play your cards right. It is very important for you, sis. You will not be so disappointed in the end if you learn to just be realistic and understand that, okay, this is not working. It's not working. It's either he's not trying anymore, or he never did try. It's either the sex is getting bad and he doesn't care, or the sex was always good but there's no bond there. It's either either. And those are the signs that you have to pay attention to for you to analyze whether it's time for you to go or not. Let me stress this again or go over it again for you. The sex, the communication is changed. Like, he's always irritated with you no matter what you do. Every time he's around you, he acts stressed out, like his life is over, like he doesn't want to be bothered, like you're a complete burden. Yes, that's the number one too. Another one is just he's not doing the things that he used to do in the beginning to woo you, to make you feel appreciated, to make you feel like you're worth it to him anymore. Another one is, avoiding your concerns, your complaints, just ignoring you completely. Nothing is changing and nothing is getting better either. Says it's time for you to leave before you get left, okay? A lot of us stay in situations like that because we're determined not to be embarrassed, right? But here's the thing, you're embarrassing yourself by staying. Okay, sis, let me just make that clear. You're embarrassing yourself and hurting yourself more by staying, and you're eventually giving him more time to come up with a plan to get rid of you, because he's definitely not interested at this point if all those signs are evident and clear to you in the so-called relationship. Because you have to be able to distinguish the truth of the matter. Okay, maybe you guys did have a strong blonde in the beginning. Maybe you did have a little, flame burning here and there. But maybe that's all there was to it. Maybe he just got bored and he got over you. And that's okay. On to life is about moving on. Let me tell you something. You don't have one soulmate. Don't let anybody sell you a storybook fairy tale and make you believe that you're going to wake up one day and meet the man of your dreams, your soulmate, and you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life. No, you have more than one soulmate. And life's purpose is for you to experience those soulmates along the time. So this is why it's important for you to know who to settle down with and who not to settle down with. Sis, please, sidebar, you cannot be out here just popping out babies for anybody and everybody that you meet, okay? If you don't want to be the stereotype single mom, okay, out here single with a whole bunch of babies, you can't lower your standards, but you also have to peep game at all times, all right? So like I said, assess the situation. Where do you see it 2-3 years down the line? Are you guys toxic to each other? Are you guys just being around just to be around each other? Are you just tolerating each other? Like, these are the questions you need to ask yourself for you to realize if you need to leave or not. Never allow a man to play the heck out of you, because he will do it. It's like a kid in a candy store. And the more time and chances you give him and the more you allow him to take you for a fool, is the more he's going to continue to try to find ways to deceive you. It's just like the devil's work at its best. I don't know what else to tell you, sis, but you need to get with it, okay? Get with it and stay with it. It's not love if you're miserable. And that's point blank, period. Maybe it was never love. But the thing is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to try to force the relationship to work and hope for one day for everything to do a complete 360? Or are you going to accept things for what it is and realize that, okay, this was cool in the beginning, it was nice, it was a little cute little romantic session between us, but there's no substance to it. It's not going nowhere. We're miserable. We're always arguing. We can't see eye to eye. We're playing mind games with each other to try to keep each other trapped. We're tolerating each other. We got too much going on. That's all negative, and there's no positive. So, what you gonna do? You're going to sit there and wait until you're hurt more or disappointed more? Or you're going to beat him at his own game and be like, Ta-ta. Love you, but gotta go. Because the worst thing about it is, yes, maybe you do love the person a lot, but as Tina Turner said, what's love got to do with it? Love don't got nothing to do with it, because you can't sit there and be the sacrificial lamb for somebody that's not willing to do the same for you. So, in other words, you can't feel bad for leaving someone that didn't feel bad for ill treating you. You know, it goes both ways. That individual could care less about you being happy and feeling satisfied within the situation. So, why should you? All is fair in the game of love, darling, and you have to be able to just keep it real and not be biased. Don't be hypocritical. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, I'm just going to be loyal and I'm just going to wait it out and let him see that I'm in his corner, because he's not doing that for you. He's not thinking about that for you. He's thinking about, how the hell can I get rid of this situation? That's another thing too. Like, some men purposely make you unhappy because they want you to go. Some men purposely treat you bad because they never wanted to be with you. They just felt forced or felt stuck, or just like was just trying to get the benefits of the situation. And that's all there was to it. But once the benefits of the situation run out, and once they realize that they're bored and they no longer can force it or pretend to be with you anymore or be into you anymore, then he could give zero, okay? And he's not going to try to accommodate you in any type of way. So all I'm saying to you is recognize all of that. Put all of that together in one. And what does that say? Sis, run! Run for the hills. That's what that's saying. Because there's no way in the world you could just be that desperate. No. Absolutely not. Especially not for the new year. You cannot be desperate at all. Because, as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Yep. I believe in that statement because it's true. If he don't know what to do with you, the next man will. If he can't do right by you, the next man will. Because guess why? Because you were able to what? Sit back and analyze and assess the situation so that moving forward, you don't make the same mistake. You got me? Yes, sis. So that's what this is all about. Pay attention. Get your act together. And your self-dignity, okay? And tell yourself, like, look, okay, this ain't going nowhere. I want it to be this, but it's not that. It's this. There's more negative than positive coming out of this situation. So I'm going to leave before I get played. Because you're basically on the verge. Yeah, you on the verge. Because it's 2022. Ain't no man gonna stay with a woman that he's unhappy with, that he just doesn't care to try with. He ain't gonna stay. And if he does stay, like I said, it's for the benefits. And how long can those benefits last before everything turns upside down? When a man wants to go, can't nothing stop him, honey. When a man doesn't want to be somewhere, can't nothing keep him. You could try everything in the book. He's not going to stay where he doesn't want to stay. So you might as well just keep it real with yourself. Take one for the team and leave before you get played. Get your stuff, money, whatever you gotta do, and chuck the deuces up. Because next thing you know, you're gonna find out maybe he had somebody on the side the whole time, or maybe he got a child out there with some random, or maybe he got a whole wife and kids that you didn't know about. Something ain't adding up why he could care less to make sure that you are pleased and you are happy. You see what I'm saying? So why are you keeping yourself stuck and stagnant with somebody that ain't stuck and stagnant with you? It just seemed like it. Because only when they're around you, it seems that way. Let me tell you, people are so versatile nowadays that you won't be able to keep up. All you can do is pay attention to how you were treated. Actions definitely speak louder than words, let me tell you. Okay? Actions definitely speak louder than words. And this goes for men too. Shoot, I know men watch my videos. If you're a man and you're in the same situation, same thing for you. Leave before you get played, okay? Because it's coming. When somebody doesn't want to be with somebody anymore, there's only one or two things that can happen. It's either they're going to keep arguing, fussing, and fighting, or they're going to do something so shady because they know that's the only way to get rid of you. So the choice is yours. Alright? But I'm here to tell you, as your relationship and wellness coach, okay? Because I'm not all about relationships. I'm all about your well-being as well, okay? That is not good for your mental. If you're going to stay in a situation like that, your mental is deteriorating as you wake up to that BS each and every day, okay? Because not only is your integrity being diminished, so is your self-love, your self-respect, your morals, everything that is considered to make up a decent person's characteristics is being torn down bit by bit. Next thing you know, you're gonna be out here just another bitter, angry person. And for what? For somebody that just didn't see your worth? Oh no, absolutely not. Okay? So do me a favor. If you are in this situation and you need some advice, you need some guidance, I'm having free consultations. Feel free to DM me on Instagram right now, okay? And not only that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Tell a friend about this channel, because guess what? I have a 24/7 access group chat where you can access me anytime you need to. I am not one of those coaches that's going to leave you hanging. So if you decide to invest in your relationship and book a consultation or book a session, feel free to, but just know that I don't just tell you advice and leave you hanging. No. You have access to me throughout those issues, and we're going to solve it together, all right? I'm not going to leave you hanging. But for those that really just need some clarity, I'll give you a free consultation. One free consultation. But you have to be following me on IG, and you have to tell a friend about moi. Is that fair? I think that's fair, guys, because it's free and I'm giving you a break, so give me a break, okay? That will be my holiday gift from you to me. So until next time, remember, guys, take heed. Leave before you get left. Please, I'm telling you. Don't be out here broken and disappointed for 2022. It's a new year, new mind. Get it right. Get it together. All right? Until next time. God bless, guys.